During this section, we're going to take a look at a programming concept that resides in just about any programming language that you open up. We're going to talk about variables. Now, inside of Python, if you've done programming in other languages, Python variables are a little bit different. They don't require an explicit declaration. Okay? And what does that mean? Well, open in front of you, I've got a prompt, just the command prompt. I just went down to my start menu, command prompt, open it up just like before. Now inside of here, I want to gain access to Python. So let me just drop in Python. I'm going to hit my enter key and I'll get my Python prompt. Now, the idea of a variable is someplace that we can store a value for later use. Take a look. Let's say inside of my Python project, I want to be able to store an integer, a numeric value. So I expect a user to drop this in, and let's say the value is 5. So I type in the number 5, I hit my enter key, and that's just, hey, great, I got the 5. Okay, that was it. But it's gone, it's done, it's out of there. Okay? I don't have a way for me to go back and reference that value once again without typing it all over again. I can hit the 5 again, hit my enter key, and boop, there it is. But that 5 and that 5, these two 5s here, these are two different 5s. A variable allows us to create storage in memory where you can then store a value and pull it out. And then if you need to use it again, you go back to the variable and you pull it out again. You're storing a value, whatever that is, so that you can pull it out again later. Now, like I mentioned, inside of Python, we don't have to explicitly declare a variable or let our program, our project know that, hey, we have a variable that we're going to store an integer inside of. Okay? You don't have to do that. You just create the variable, assign it a value, and that's your declaration. Take a look. So I've got my new line there. Let's say I'm going to create a variable. I'm just going to call it x. I made up the name right there. And I'm going to say x is going to be equal to 5. Okay? I hit my enter key. All right. Now, unlike before, when I just typed in the number 5, right, hit my enter key, it automatically returned that value. Here, I've created a variable called x, and I've assigned it a value. I've made it equal to the number 5. So now, I can reference and utilize that value by referencing its variable. So I can say print x. I'll hit my enter key, and there's the 5. If I need to use it again, print x, and there's the 5. Now, I could turn around and I can say, well, you know what? Let's now make x equal to 10. All right, let's see what happens. So I say print x. I'm going to hit my enter key. And what do you think is going to happen? There's the 10. So I've got my variable, some storage location in memory that I can put a value inside of and then later retrieve. In this case, I'm just putting a number in there, an integer, just the number 5 or the number 10, and then I can reference that. Now there's many things that you can do with variables, and this is a key concept of just about any programming language, including Python, that we're working with here. Storage. Put something in it. Later on, you want to utilize it, you want to manipulate it in some way, you want it to manipulate something else. All you do is reference the variable. So try this out. It's really simple. Create a variable, maybe call it x, maybe call it y, assign it a value, and then retrieve that value back from that variable. Try it out.